Your hobbies and interests. What do you do in your free time? In my spare time, I read books and drink coffee. I usually spend time on the roof deck of our house reading a book. Sometimes I visit a cafe and still read a book or read articles online. Do you enjoy reading? Yes, I do. I always read a book and make sure to finish reading at least one in a month. This made me collect more than 50 inspirational books. It's enjoyable to read and learn life lessons. Do you read or write stories or poems? Yes, I do. I read short stories and poems. I always visit a site where local writers tell fictional or true to life inspired stories. Do you play a musical instrument? Yes, I play the violin. I'm not a professional violinist, but I just enjoy playing it in the evening. The sound it produces is soothing to my ears. What hobbies are popular in your country? The first one is basketball. In every community, people play basketball indoors or outdoors. The children, the young people, and the adults get together and play basketball either for competition or for fun. This is the reason most people in my country can skillfully shoot balls and are familiar with the rules. Another famous pastime is karaoke. Singing rooms and machines are available in malls, houses, beaches, and everywhere that makes everyone sing. Do you have any creative hobbies like painting, writing, or music? Yes, I do. I'm developing myself to be creative in writing and in playing the violin. It has become my hobby that when I sit down in a cafe by myself, I pen down any form of paragraph or a story. Then, when I spend long hours working, I play the violin to soothe my tiredness. Do you have any active hobbies like sports, hiking, or dancing? Yes, I have. I hike small mountains surrounding my hometown every time I need to take a breather. Sometimes I hike for a night, pitch a tent, and spend time stargazing, playing the violin, or reading. Also, when I'm physically ready and have abundant time, I go off trekking. Do you prefer to do your hobbies alone or with other people? I choose to go hiking with my close friends. My fondness for hiking developed when my friend and I hike a 1,000 meters high mountain through a small river. Then we spent a day on the green grassland on its top. We talked a lot while walking. We had so much fun. From then on, I began to love hiking with her or with other people close to me. Your studies. What did you study? I took a course named Bachelor of Science in Criminology. I studied this because I dreamt of being a clinical social worker. I thought I could be an effective clinical worker as I overcame cruel experiences I encountered in my younger years. However, as time passed by, I studied a short term English course and received a certification, which is what I put in practice now. Why did you want to study that? As I mentioned earlier, my dream was to be a clinical social worker. I imagined myself helping people, especially young people who could suffer from mental illnesses. I thought it was amazing to diagnose conditions and provide preventive measures. What subject do you enjoy studying the most? As an English teacher, I definitely love studying English. I always read books or websites which discuss English as a whole. I'm passionate about learning how authors and teachers deliver their lessons. I have fun studying grammar, vocabulary, and writing. Do you prefer to study alone or with other people? Any will do, but most of the time I prefer to study by myself at home. It's quiet and I can set which topics I should prioritize to study. Other times I go to the city library or to a cafe to study with a friend. It's sometimes good because after reading I can have a discussion with her. What was your worst subject at school? I may not call it the worst subject, but if I could have chosen not to study it, I did. It was math. I really had an average understanding of numbers and formulas. Before I understood the lessons, I was already drained. Did you have a favorite teacher? Yes, my favorite teacher was my university algebra teacher. I was not a performing student in math. Sometimes my scores were not passing, but my math professor really found ways to explain lesson contents in a basic and clear way. His attitude to teaching was amazing. He never showed tiredness to coach those who were behind the class like me. How long have you been studying English? I've been studying English since I was a little kid. In kindergarten, I started to learn the basics of the language, like the alphabet and their sounds, and continued until university. I learned the subject at every level. Then, after university graduation, I took a course to deepen my understanding of the usage. Now I'm still reading textbooks and websites to increase my English knowledge. Do you think English will be important for you in the future? Definitely. English would still be important in my career. Being an English teacher, exposure is vital. So I always watch English lessons conducted in this language to learn various styles and additional knowledge. These are the ways I get accustomed to different accent and grammar, which I believe my future students would be curious about. Would you like to learn any other languages? Sure, if I have the chance. I would like to increase my vocabulary in Mandarin, Japanese, Vietnamese, and Korean. I wouldn't aim to be fluent, but I would just like to learn more words because sometimes I have students who are beginning to learn English, and to cater to their special needs, I need to speak the language or even few words they understand. Your work. What do you do? I'm an English teacher. I have worked from home for many years now. I teach Asian learners skills in English necessary for them to communicate or to pass an examination. What is the most important part of your job? My students' achievement. When I see them improved and be able to study independently, I think the best approach is to let them go and do it themselves. For me, nothing is of higher importance but teaching another how to learn and succeed. What do you like about your job? I like the learning process. It's a never-ending, beginning and advancing learners' development. Increase them as they increase, which means when they arrive at a higher level, I have to strategically provide approaches to increase them to the next level. It's exciting. What do you not like about your job? Honestly, I like and value every aspect of my job. Teaching different students from different backgrounds gives surprising and unpredictable experiences. My clients may have different behavior, but it strengthens my personality and my professionalism. I receive a decent salary that can sustain my needs and my wants. My working hours are at my hand. It means I can set which time of the day I work and I rest. Most importantly, I work from the comfort of my home. I don't spend a single minute in travel time or traffic. I think this is the job that I want to pursue in my entire life. Why did you choose your job? I chose my job because that year I was between jobs. Learning English was booming. Since I had passion in using the language, I applied as a teacher in the first Korean English Academy in my city. After several years of experience, my passion in teaching had developed until it came to my senses that this job could be my lifetime career. Do you work long hours? Yes, sometimes. I work for 6 hours a day. It's 2 hours longer than my regular 4 working hours. I need to teach additional hours when language examinations of my students are around the corner. It's also necessary to go the extra mile and do offline coaching for written exams. Do you think work life balance is important? Sure. For me, work life balance is necessary to have a healthy well being. Those who have mastered this balance are excellent at work as a result of the good relationship they have with their family members and themselves. They are able to attend important moments in their homes and they can keep self care to themselves. At the same time, as they have healthy mental and emotional condition, they can focus on their job task more effectively. What is your dream job? My current job is actually my dream job. It's perfect for me. Basically, it's convenient. I can work anytime and anywhere. I can do it even on my travel holidays. With the salary, I think it's decent that I can support my daily expenses and other leisure activities. Since I had this job, I was able to make ends meet. This also provides me opportunities to meet people from different cultures. It's amazing to learn about their life, languages, and professions. The most valuable aspect is when my former students become my friends. We still communicate and update each other about our lives. All these benefits can make my job worth keeping. I believe this is the job I want for my lifetime.